Today we are checking out Echidnut's video on Lord of the Mysteries. More Lord of the Mysteries content. If you enjoy the video, click the like button, subscribe to the channel, maybe check out my reactions or the full links that are over on Patreon.
Lord of the Mysteries is actually very simple and easy to understand.
It's like,
I'm just kidding. I am about to watch it for the first time though, and I don't expect it to feed me all the answers in the first few episodes, especially when the word mystery is literally in the title. So yeah, I'm perfectly comfortable not immediately understanding everything. I may not be a
which will
rocket
be the
surgeon,
case. It 100% will happen. You will not understand a lot of stuff.
But I have seen a ton of anime, so it can't be that confusing, right? How complicated can it really be? What the fuck is happening? All right, so that intro was absolutely insane. I have no idea what I just saw. I won't even.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of people didn't really a lot of people got introduced to it. Like, I knew that it would be a very unique system. So I paid attention to power system. So I paid attention to this like tree, the 22 pathways, the 9 sequences, and all that stuff. I pay attention. If you break it down as like a skill tree, it's like, oh, okay, I kind of get it. Actually, what the fuck? Now that I think about it, what the hell?
I have no idea what I just saw. I won't even attempt to
Did this happen in the...
What the fuck is happening? All right.
Oh, that's episode 7 stuff right there. Oh, see, I had actually just watched episode 1 recently too. Let's act like I knew this so I can maintain my S tier status. That's, oh, yeah, but when we got introduced to it, they just threw us into a random scene way in the future. So we weren't supposed to really understand this.
Was absolutely insane. I have no idea what I just saw. I won't even attempt to understand any of that yet, but
Fair.
It looked fantastic. The visuals are incredible so far, and this studio is cooking. Whoever's animating this definitely deserves a higher social credit score. Anyway, this guy, our guy, the protagonist, he's not who he is. If I'm not mistaken, Klein Moretti was
He's not who he is. That's accurate.
murdered by himself, and after that, the main
that's a good way to get the monetization still. Murdered by himself.
character gets transported into Klein's body and becomes him, and the gunshot wound fucking heals itself or some shit. I don't know.
穿越意识也好，穿越意识也罢。
Wait, they just said transmigrating. No way. Am I watching an isekai right now? So I guess the main character.
Yeah. I mean, I also said isekai, but then they're like, no, transmigrating is different. But like, brother, ascendance of a bookworm, we don't call this shit transmigration. We call it isekai. But it's the same shit.
Character was just a regular
Same with the Spirit Chronicles. Same shit.
average guy from Earth, but now his new name is Klein because that was the name of the person whose body he's inhabiting. And Klein had an ancient book that seems to be the driving force of the plot right now, but more importantly, Klein also had a sister. It took one female
Oh, God. Oh, no.
character for me to start simping, guys. I was hoping Klein would take his sister's toothbrush and make a fucking Monogatari reference, but instead he went out to run some errands and it seems like somebody's following him, so he hides in a fortune teller's tent where he gets the Fool tarot card, which is also the title of this first episode.
The Fool. Sick. And then
What happens next was so
fog.
fucking crazy. I actually had to rewatch the entire episode from the beginning just to understand it, but I think I got it now. Back on Earth, our main character thought he was doing a good luck ritual, but it turned out to be a transmigration ritual that sent him here. I don't know how.
Correct. I mean, that's an interesting thing. I don't know. It might actually be a good luck ritual as well. It just so happens to, in this case, also be the transmigration ritual.
He ended up in Klein's body, but he tries doing the same ritual again, hoping that it would send him back to Earth, but instead it sends him to this gray fog dimension. And somehow he accidentally summons 2 random people as well, so he appears to have tremendous power in this realm. He's able to manipulate things and create structures by using this gay fog, but instead of being all shy...
Wait, using what?
He's able to manipulate things and create structures by using this gay fog, but instead of being
I believe it's gray. Typo in the script. I think he did it on purpose.
all shy and confused like every other anime protagonist would, Klein adapts immediately and starts fucking aura farming.
Yes, dude. That is so hard. I love this. See him as a god.
As you guys know, I normally spend most of the day aura farming, but now you can too, because
Oh, okay, yeah, we're not doing this. If you want to watch the ad, go watch his video. Highly recommend you go and watch Echidnut's video so you can watch the ad so we can get his ad money. Go, go, go.
Miss out on this event. Thank you again to AFK. Going on, Klein plays it off as if he meant to bring them here, and he tells them that his name is the Fool. Honestly, I love this part because I was totally expecting him to be like, where am I? But instead, he's just like, yeah, I am a god. I thought it was funny when the girl asked him a question he didn't know the answer to, so he's just like, this guy will answer your question. He's just so—
It's cool. I like that, though. I feel like he picked up on it, though, because he noticed body language from Alger to recognize, oh, he knows the answer to your question.
Such a badass, and I still don't really understand everything that's happening, but this whole anime is extremely cool so far. Already I can tell the lore runs deep in this story. Even though most of the terminology means nothing to me right now, I can guarantee the author spent years imagining this world and perfecting its culture and politics and history, and I just can't wait to see how everything ties together later on. I can't stress enough how much fun it is to be welcomed into a brand new world where I don't know shit. Every plot point is new and exciting, and there's just endless possibilities because I haven't been—
It's just so great. Yeah. And that's the same thing. That's what's so great about Lord of the Mysteries. I feel like even though it has a very dedicated fan base, it isn't one of those series that like has been spoiled all over the place. You know what I mean? The only thing that I was aware of going into this, extremely complex power system, mysteries, which isn't really a spoiler. Guess what? It's fucking Lord of the Mysteries. And then praise the fool. The term praise the fool. That's it. And it's so refreshing to go into a series without like any knowledge.
Yet, and that's a feeling that I dearly miss from series like Mushoku Tensei, Re:Zero, and other anime that I read the novel for, because being an anime only is so much better, so I'm gonna try to savor this blissful ignorance of being an anime only for as long as possible, because
how long until he reads it? He's gonna read it for sure, guaranteed.
Right now, I'm having a great time.
Maybe after the season's over?
I am a bit disappointed to see that there's only gonna be 13 episodes. Honestly, I was hoping for 25, but anyway, just finished episode 2, and I think I understand the power system now. I'm gonna try to explain it, so please correct me if any of this is wrong, but from my understanding—
I'm going to probably watch the light novel historian power system explained for Lord of the Mysteries right after this.
By drinking a very special and intricate potion, people can become Beyonders, which are basically people with abilities beyond a normal human. And these Beyonders are classified by 22 different pathways, which are like the classes you pick at the start of a video game. You know, Stealth Archer, Warrior, Wizard, Stealth Archer, Healer, Berserker. Each pathway has 9 sequences.
Damn, he really loves Stealth Archers.
Are like Pokemon evolutions where you get stronger every sequence until at the end you're practically a god. And typically in this type of story, they like to go hella deep with it, so I bet there's even something beyond the final sequence if I had to bet, but try not to spoil me if you know. The main character, Klein, chooses the Seer pathway, which appears to be a non-combat class for the most part.
This is all—
or I guess it's more accurate to call him a support character. He's not gonna win a 1v1 with a warrior, but he's able to do some utility shit like finding missing people and stuff. Obviously, down the line, he'll probably get some more abilities and maybe even some combat ones. I have no idea what direction the story is going, but I do have a suspicion, a bit of a game theory if you will. I think our main character isn't just a sequence 9. There's just something about him that feels more special.
That is very, very, yeah. Here's the thing, whatever the gray fog is, it puts him above what a sequence 9 is. And we even get in the old Neo classes, basically like the fact that he can do the 3-part honorific means he's already above a sequence 9. Like he's like uppers, like, or lower, whatever term I'm supposed to use, but like further along in the sequences is when you'd be able to get the 3-part honorific. So because of his ties to the gray fog specifically, he is beyond just what he seems as a Beyonder. That's all pretty accurate.
Especially in the gray fog realm where he's definitely more powerful than a sequence 9. I don't know. Update, I just watched episode 3, which got really bad reviews for some reason. I think people were review bombing it because they like to hate on whatever's currently popular at the time, but
it's not even whatever's currently popular. It's just like, it's too much for them to follow, which understandable. Like it's very fast paced. There's a lot of information. Like I don't really blame you. But if you take the time, you could follow. Like you literally see Echidnut says like, yo, I watched this up through this part. And then I was like, wait a minute. And I rewatched up to that part so I can kind of get a better idea. It helps.
probably one of the best anime fights I've ever seen. Animation absolutely popped off, and seeing all the different abilities each character has is just
crazy.
amazing. So far, I really love this anime. Alright, so episode 4 was good. It is getting a bit more confusing though. I know it's a mystery anime with the word mystery in the title, but sometimes I'm so lost that it feels like I'm watching the second season of an anime that I didn't watch the first season for. Honestly, the ending scene of episode 4 with the upside down floating goddess or whatever was one of the coolest things I've ever seen. I think they said it's called the True Creator, although it probably would have hit a lot harder if I knew more about it. I think the problem actually is not the anime itself, but our expectations. We've gotten so used to understanding every anime after just watching it once, and this is a different kind of anime that most people are unfamiliar with. Elden Ring, for example, is my favorite game of all time, except it's borderline impossible to understand the story just by playing it. Understanding the lore of Elden Ring requires multiple playthroughs and heavy external research just to begin to understand it. It's not just
so I'm gonna struggle with the lore, gotcha.
About a tarnished becoming Elden Lord. It's about a number of invisible outer gods competing for influence.
Is this the only part of the game? I swear to God, why is this the only thing I ever see? This guy, it's always this guy, Godric. I've seen multiple people play this game and only fight this one fucking guy. How does that happen? How in the world? That's not true. I've also seen them fight the horse guy at the beginning that like automatically claps everybody. Those are the only things.
Over the lands between, but you would never know that just from playing the game once because it chooses not to shove it in your face. And I think Lord of the Mysteries is similar, where you could just watch it and enjoy the beautiful animation, but if you do a bit of independent research outside of that, you'll probably end up enjoying it a lot more. Honestly, the biggest problem I have with Lord of the Mysteries is not the pacing, it's actually as simple as the speed of the subtitles. Sometimes
it's a machine gun of a language. That's what I said so many times. You pause so that we could read the shit because Mandarin is a machine gun of a language.
Sometimes it feels like they expect you to read 2 full paragraphs of dialogue in less than a second, and while I have no problem pausing or rewinding, there's a lot of people out there who just won't do that for whatever reason. So unless you know Mandarin, I think the subtitle speed is an unnecessary barrier to understanding this anime. The English dub could probably fix this problem, but a lot of people just refuse to watch dub, so it's just a different kind of anime, and you're not supposed to watch it the same way you watch a high school rom-com.
Well, he had to have been aware of the drama. There's no way Echidnut wasn't aware of the drama. Everything he's talking about is literally, it just feels like it's part of the fucking Lord of the Mysteries drama, which thankfully is over. But also, it's sad that it's gone because I could have kept farming it.
From being confusing though, this anime is absolutely incredible. The fight scenes are so good, the visuals and animation are phenomenal, and it also has some of the best music I've ever heard in an anime. I mean, the fact that something I don't even understand is capable of keeping me this enthralled with it is a pretty impressive indicator that it's probably peak. So would I recommend this anime to a broad audience? Absolutely yes, but that recommendation does come with a disclaimer. If you just want to watch some cool fights with good animation, don't worry because there's plenty of that. But if you plan on analyzing and deeply understanding this anime, then that will require some effort on your end. It's not one of those anime where you can get distracted for a second or text on your phone while watching, because it really feels—
Oh, I don't even do that. You can't, I mean, listen, maybe I'll like go on my phone to like do something real quick, like while the OP's playing, because I don't really care and I'm not paying attention to the OP. That's it. For any show is what I mean. Yeah, I'm not going to be on my phone in the middle of watching anything because I'm not going to be paying attention to it. Unless maybe it's in English. Maybe. But even then, probably not.
Feels like if you miss a single line of dialogue, it might be detrimental to your understanding of the series, which makes me wonder, how badly is Crunchyroll butchering the subtitles? I remember they ruined a couple plot points in ReZero by having bad subtitles, but this anime is a totally different level. I mean, it feels like every other word needs to have a hyperlink to a fucking wiki page, so I can't even imagine what the novel readers must be going through with Crunchyroll. Anyway, I really like this anime, and so far, it's probably gonna be god tier in my upcoming tier list video, so make sure you subscribe so you don't miss that. Thank you.
Hey, God tier. Wow. What'd you guys think? Let me know down in the comments. Leave a like as well. Make sure you all keep it fresh. Peace.